Communication is a crucial aspect of student success at George Brown. However, a number of students face challenges in terms of being informed about campus activities such as events or emergency alerts, often having to navigate page upon page and through various emails to find the information they are looking for. Users of the George Brown app make statements of its limited functionality, lack of push notifications to gain the attention of users, and a UI that is not engaging.
As a result, our team has decided to develop GBC Connect. This app will act as a centralized communication and information platform aimed at tackling the challenges that the student body faces when it comes to staying informed. The main goal of GBC Connect is to deliver critical campus information such as campus news, events, job, internship, postings, and emergency safety alerts.
This GBC Connects offers students a well-structured and unified communication infrastructure. GBC Connects important is paramount to students receiving the information that they need. Centralizing information into one app will help reduce confusion and stress within the student body. Student benefits from this app by getting important event class updates and helps them stay informed about ongoing campus activities. Furthermore, administrations and moderators can benefit from this app by maximizing student interaction through strategically timed posts, creating an interactive environment for both students and administrative staff, resulting in a connected and more engaged campus experience.
So now let's talk about our approach towards this project. We have highlighted and designated 9 milestones for the project team to achieve. The first milestone would be creating the app's design and holding a discussion of the overall vision with our stakeholders. This will be completed in 3 days. The second milestone will be hiring a development team comprised of front and back-end developers, full-stack developers, developer operations engineers, and release managers. This will be completed in 14 days. The third milestone is the development of front-end and back-end code, which will take a combined total of 14 days. After the integration of both front-end and back-end code comes the fourth milestone, finalizing and launching an early developer testing version called GBC Connect Alpha, which will be completed in 1 day. Shortly after this, we would follow up with a fifth milestone, which will be to conduct a developer's testing session to initiate a stress test of the early build of the code. This will be completed within 5 days. After dev testing and addressing issues in the alpha version, we will move on to the sixth milestone, which would be finalizing and launching an early user testing version called GBC Connect Beta. This will allow focus groups of students to test out the beta version of the app. This will be completed within 5 days. Much like the developer testing, we would follow up with our seventh milestone, conducting a focus group user testing session where users can test the app and provide early feedback and address any concerns regarding design and fluidity. This is to be completed within 8 days. After all testing is done, we move on to the eighth milestone, which would be finalizing the complete build of GBC Connect, implementing feedback from the alpha and beta testers, and also polishing UI and branding design. This will take 3 days. Finally, we get to our ninth milestone, where we officially publish and launch GBC Connect publicly to users, which will be completed within 6 days. These milestones will help not only project managers and stakeholders, but the project team as well in terms of visualizing and measuring how much progress is made throughout the project. Overall, this will take 54 working days to complete, but will take a grand total of 67 calendar days including weekends for completion. We will now move on to our budget and costs.
The overall cost to develop GBC Connect will be $30,352 with an initial budget of $32,000. Here we will break down our cost. The first category, hiring cost, will be $32,000, which is approximately 10.54% of the budget. The second category, project team salaries, will cost about $24,440, which take a huge chunk of the budget at 80.40%. The third category would be the launch day app deployment, costing about $1,584, taking up only 5.22% of the budget. And the fourth category, which is a preliminary app development discussion, costing about $1,128, which takes up to 3.84% of our budget. Totaling everything, this leaves us with $1,648 surplus in our budget.
Now we move on to risks. We have identified the top 3 risks of this project. The first risk on our list is low user engagement. We identified that this risk has a high probability of occurring and is classified as a high impact risk. Without proper user engagement, developers would be unable to properly address app issues or areas of concern. We plan to mitigate this risk by creating early app versions during development for focus group testing and adapt feedback to later versions or update cycles. We are confident that lessons learned from previous versions will help the development team create an app that is both engaging and useful. Adequate marketing and encouragement via GBC Student Council would also help increase user engagement within GBC Connect. The second risk that we identified would be a lack of stakeholder engagement. We have identified this as a medium level probability rate with a high impact risk. Without stakeholder engagement, the project would not align with their values of what the app should be. To mitigate this, the project team would be sending reports of their progress and monthly status updates or calls with the stakeholders that will ensure that the project consistently meets their standards. The third risk that we found would be app bugs at release. We have identified this as a medium level of probability with a high impact risk. To mitigate this, we will have a team of developers dedicated to reviewing user feedback and reports, analyzing their importance and prioritizing the most destructive bugs first, with a standard of applying hotfixes within 48 hours. And that'll be all for this. Thank you for listening to the presentation.